Thank you. My patient, 58 years old male, XYZ, married, laborer by profession, resident of Hapchoki, admitted through OPD on last Monday with the presenting complaint of increase in the number of blisters and erosions all over the body, predominantly over the acral areas as well as oral mucosae for the last 1.5 month. He has some history of skin disease for the last 5 years. According to my patient, he was in his usual state of health 5 years back when he noticed fluid blisters, initially starting from the left little toe, then gradually involving the rest of the body, including the upper limb, lower limbs, trunk, axillae, and bilateral groins. Within the span of 3 years, the blisters were fluid filled, contained clear fluid with flaccid in nature. He used to rupture his blisters by himself. The blisters rupture, leaving erosion that was bigger than the size of the blister. The erosions were healed within the period of 3 to 4 days, leaving behind the post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. On further inquiry, my patient also complained of oral ulcers that were painful and causing difficulty in swallowing to solids as well as liquids. Similar erosions also appreciated. He also complained of similar erosions in the genital cavity uh, as well as eyes. On further inquiry, my patient also complained of blisters around the nails with the loss of the nails as well as blisters as well as the erosions in the scalp. My patient, other than that, he said that prior to this complaint, he denied any history of drug intake, any history of fever, any history of stress, vaccination, any history of exposure to pesticides, or any history of exposure to pesticides or any vaccination history. But in the but he said that by using more garlic and onion in his diet, he had a exacerbation of his disease. His disease got improved by taking some medication, but he does not achieve the disease remission throughout his course of disease. Um, throughout the course of the disease, he said that recently for 1.5 month, his disease got relapsed due to the left of his medication for some reason. He denied any history of joint pain, any history of hypopigmented patches, any history of patchy hair loss, any history of diabetes, or any history of heat and cold intolerance. In the Other than that, he denied any history of weight loss, any history of night sweats, any history of lumps and bumps in the neck and inguinal region. But he said that he has a weight loss of 3 kg in 5 kg in the last 3 years, most likely due to the decreased oral intake. In the systemic in the drug history, he said that he took a tablet delta cotil, maximum 9 tablets, which got tapered. And for the 1.5 years, he was on tablet delta cotil 3 plus 2, but he denied any side effects like facial puffiness, weight gain, any thinning of the skin, any history of diabetes, hypertension, proximal muscle weakness, or cataracts related to it. He also gave history of tablet Imuran, but he does not remember the dose, and also denies any side effect related to it. He gave history of expensive injection which was planned due to the exacerbation of his disease, most likely injection rituximab. Other than that, his disease got severely affect his quality of life, as he was severely depressed, and he had suicidal thoughts. He was he belongs to poor socio-economic, as he belongs to poor socio-economic, as he is a breadwinner of his family. He has also history of skin biopsy. Other than that, systemic inquiry include and personal family allergy, medical surgery, and transfusion history was unremarkable. On a journal physical examination, my patient, middle-aged male of average height and built, well cooperative, lying comfortable, oriented in time, place, and person, with vitals. BP was 110 by 80, pulse was 80. He was afebrile at the time of presentation with respiratory rate of 18 breaths per minute. There was no anemia, there was no jaundice, there was no clumping cyanosis, lymph nodes were not palpable, JVP was not enlarged, and thyroid was not palpable, and edema was not appreciated. On cutaneous examination, there is diffuse involvement of the face, upper limbs, lower limbs, anterior and posterior trunk, as well as axillae and groins, bilaterally and symmetrically, with predominant involvement of the acral areas. On closer examination, there are multiple fluid flaccid blisters of variable sizes and shapes, involving all over the body, confluent on the dorsal aspects of the feet, as well as over the left wrist joint, with as well as scattered all over the body, including posterior trunk, as well as upper limb, lower limbs, with the erythematous halo around the few blisters. The blisters contain the clear fluid. There are multiple erosions of variable sizes also appreciated. Some are healing stage with the crusting over it, and there are multiple raw erosions. The largest one over the right ankle joint, measuring about 4 into 3 centimeter. The raw erosions also contain the active exudation, signifying the signs of the active of superimposed infection superimposed infection. On examining with the in the background of the post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. On examination of the mucosae, including eyes and nose, was normal, but the examination of the oral cavity, including the buccal mucosae, palate, floor of the mouth, as well as the gingival mucosa, showing involvement with the multiple erosions with overlying slough over them, with superimposed candidiasis appreciated, with the angular cheilitis and the poor dental hygiene. I could also appreciate hemorrhagic crusting over the lips, with erosions over the upper lips. On examination of the fingernails, I could appreciate loss of cuticles in few nails, with a third middle finger of right hand showing onychomediasis with periungual hyperpigmentation. I could also appreciate loss of cuticle over the left index finger, with the signs of the Bewes lines. I could also appreciate a few intact blisters over the web spaces of the fingers. On examination of the toenails, the toenails were discolored with loss of cuticle and loss of linula, with subungual hyperkeratosis appreciated over the left big toenail. The overall hygiene of the feet was poor, with web spaces showing the maceration, most likely due to the infection as well as due to the blisters. On examination of in the systemic examination, I could not CVS, CNS, abdomen, and respiratory examination was normal. On musculoskeletal examination, there is no restriction of joint movements, with no any swelling and tenderness appreciated. I could not perform a Gower as well as gait, as the patient is in pain. Thank you.